It's a sad and unavoidable fact of life that we all have to deal with toxic people sometimes. What do I mean by toxic? You know the kind. Those negative, energy-sapping, difficult, nasty and stirring folk that can cause a poisonous atmosphere in the workplace. You might have a friend, relative or colleague like this and you don't know what to do. Follow my advice in this week's 7 hacks and you'll have the confidence to deal with them. Before we get on to today's 7 hacks, can I quickly ask you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that way you'll be notified as soon as I upload new content. Anyway, let's get back to today's 7 hacks. 1. Child's play. Toxic people can be manipulative and like to be in control. They like nothing more than getting their own way. Think of them as overgrown toddlers. And what do we do with toddlers to get them to behave? We set boundaries. We tell them clearly and concisely why they can't behave like that. Listen to what they have to say, but tell them about the effect their behaviour is having. Use simple, effective language. Imagine your toxic colleague keeps trying to foist their work onto you. Don't say, stop being so lazy and get on with some work. Just tell them, I can't do your work as I'm far too busy doing my own. 2. Brush it off. No one wants to work in an office that has a bad atmosphere coming from one person. It affects morale and can create chaos. Toxic people can often be very angry, which renders debate pointless. However you deal with this person, do not lower yourself to their level. Don't turn toxic yourself. Ignore their attitude as much as possible and don't let them see how it can affect you. Toxic people love to get a reaction, just don't give them one. 3. Keep your lips sealed. Not all gossips are toxic, but all toxic people love to gossip. Do not join in with their spiteful rumours. You can bet your life that if they are gossiping to you about someone else, they will be gossiping about you to someone else. Don't tell them anything, as it will be repeated and twisted and could perhaps land you in trouble with your fellow colleagues. 4. Beyond a joke. Toxic people will belittle you but disguise it as a joke. You'll be left questioning if they were really being mean. In this instance, listen to your gut. You'll know deep down if someone is being cruel. You have 2 options here. You can either ignore what they said and laugh it off, or call them out on it. Ask them to repeat what they said and ask them to explain it. They will start to feel awkward and realise that you've taken control of the situation and that you aren't going to accept their nasty comments. 5. Take responsibility. Toxic people often have dominant personalities and will latch onto people they know they can manipulate. Ask yourself if you have the type of personality where you like to avoid confrontation and you always try to keep the peace. There's absolutely nothing wrong if that is you, but realise that toxic people will take advantage of your kindness. Be aware of what is going on, and if you really don't have the strength to shut it down, ask someone else to help. In the workplace, speak to a manager or HR. If you have a toxic friend or relative, ask another friend or relation to get involved. 6. For pity's sake. Once toxic people have seen morale plummet in the office and generally created chaos, they may try to manipulate colleagues into thinking that they are the victims and they will try to get your pity. Don't fall for this ploy. Concentrate on your own role, goals and career. It's easier said than done, but try not to get emotional. If they are winding you up, count to 10 and avoid them completely if you're already stressed. 7. Stand up and be counted. Remember the school bully? They would always pick on somebody weaker, quieter and a wee bit different to themselves. The toxic person in the workplace is simply the grown-up version of the school bully. Remember the best way of dealing with a school bully? That's right, by standing up to them. It's the same with your toxic colleague. I understand that if you are naturally quiet, introverted or sensitive, it can almost seem impossible to stand up to them, but you can do it. You don't need to scream and shout, remain calm and polite, but be firm. It's not always practical to cut people out of your life, but remember, you don't have to put up with this nonsense and you have the power to stop it. What do you think? Are there toxic people in your life? Has my advice proven to be useful? Let me know in the comments below.